Kentucky Fried Chicken is reportedly suing Chinese competitors for some rather unflattering rumors. Interesting. Now, for this, I go over to the Huffington Post. Now, in the Huffington Post, it says KFC doesn't feed China with a small army of 8-legged chickens. And if you do say that it does, you might just end up getting sued. Now, according to the Huffington Post article, on today, actually, it has filed suit against 3 different companies in China, accusing these competitors for starting a rumor campaign questioning the quality of ingredients, namely that their chickens are gigantic mutants with 8 legs. I'm serious. One of the pernicious rumors going around is that their chickens have 8 legs and 6 wings. Now, for me, I generally don't like anything that has more than 4 legs. In fact, the more legs it is, the less I probably like it. But the suit alleges Chen on Z Chenggong Culture Communications Ltd, Weilu Kuang Technology, and Ling Dian Technology deliberately misled customers or consumers by posting photos and articles online.
Sure, you pronounced all that perfectly. Very good. Sounded very natural.
Really? No, it didn't. Anyway, really, so if you post misleading photos and pictures online, which 99% of people do, you could get in trouble. KFC asks for 1.5 million yuan, or yuan, whatever. That's around $242,000 in U.S. dollars. And apologies from each company, as well as for them to immediately cease spreading this misinformation, according to the Associated Press. KFC's actions come as the Chinese government itself attempts to crack down on what it calls online rumors. Oh boy. Can you really crack down against online rumors? Really?
Well, I mean,
how do you do that?
Well, I think that the real case KFC would want to make would be it'd be like a certain type of defamation, right? Like because it's like if they're not actually doing that. I am skeptical because I mean I think KFC is one of the most unethical corporations out there, and that's saying a lot. But I think some of the stuff KFC has done, the way they organize their chickens, the way they go about their business, I think is grossly unethical. It's disgusting. I've refused to eat there for years. I'm not a big fan of their food anyway, so it wasn't that big of a thing. But it's like I won't eat KFC. And you know, nothing. I don't know if they have these killer mutant chickens or not. I know that what they do is unnatural. It's bad for you and it's unethical. And you know, they put their chickens through unnecessary pain just so they can save a buck or two.
Right. And you know, bad enough. I mean, you don't have to have giant mutant, you know, 6-legged spider chickens. Ugh, imagine that visual, right?
No.
You know, you don't have to have those to question their business practices. You just have to look at factory farming in general.
Right.
That's bad enough as it is. But how is that a more widely accepted practice? Like you can just point out like, oh, factory farming, where, you know, the chickens or whatever animals you're processing are stuffed in tiny little cages up to their chests or whatever in their own excrement. No, that's fine. But if they have 6 legs and 4 or 8 wings, or 8 legs and 6 wings, well, that's a problem.
Yeah, I think that KFC, they've had so much negative attention in recent years, and most of it's deservedly so. I mean, what was the one they fried up a paper towel the one time and served it? You know, that I think they're finally
good, and you can wipe your face with it when you're done.
Right, yeah, multi-purpose meal there.
Yum.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just done. I mean, I feel like if they were in any other country, well, not any other country, but I feel like, you know, the reason they're able to keep going is because of our attitude towards food in the United States, and then they spread to other places like just a fungus, and they're just so I don't know if this is true or not, but I hope that they don't get a dime. Even if it is, because I mean, these companies probably had good reason to believe that something shady was going on, that something unethical was going on. So even if it is a misstatement that, okay, we have these super mutant chickens, well, the point still remains you're doing some really shady stuff, and we don't want your food anywhere near here. And I have a feeling that might be why KFC is not going the more traditional route and calling it a defamation case. They're trying to make it more kind of vague, where it's like, oh, it's an online rumor, so they can say, well, we don't have these eight-legged chickens. Well, you have some really shady stuff. Yeah, but they're not eight-legged chickens. Don't look behind the curtain. They have the right amount of legs. Go away.